day we headed 15 minutes by train to the next town.
Okay, we think we found the national park that we tried to find the other day and couldn't.
The town of Olhao, where you can explore the nature reserve on foot. This is the Olhao Aquaculture Research Station and Production Center, where they are producing fish to meet the growing demand by consumers. Portugal has one of the highest fish consumption rates in the world, often ranking second or third globally with an average of about 60 kilograms or 132 pounds per person per year. We are walking through the Ria Formosa Natural Park, an estuary which is a labyrinth of canals, islands, marshland, and sandy beaches that extends 60 kilometers along the Algarve coast of southern Portugal. The men are gathering shellfish in bivalves like mussels, oysters, and clams, which are used to make many Portuguese specialties like fish soup and fish rice. Another traditional activity done here is the extraction of salt, as they drain the seawater into large, shallow, rectangular-shaped fields and let the seawater evaporate. On the continental bank of the lagoon, where we are now, dunes are not frequent because in these sheltered waters, sediment transport is reduced. In the barrier islands that stretch along the coast, the wind, currents, and tides drag hundreds of thousands of tons of sand annually and consistently change the shape of the coast. These islands, in addition to protecting the lagoon, are important for breeding birds such as little terns, Anduin gulls, and plovers. It's a hot spot for bird watchers as there are many species of birds here, including flamencos. This mill, built in 1885, used the tides as a source of energy for grinding cereals. The mills in Portugal can be traced back to the 13th century, and the technology since then has remained roughly the same. By the 1950s, most of them were abandoned due to the competition of mechanical mills. This one was one of the last to be operational until 1970. The mills were usually built in estuaries and coastal lagoons like this one. The water dammed in the mill pond during high tide was allowed to flow during low tide, setting the grindstones in motion.
Flowery path.
These are the shellfish farms, which are installed over the tidal flats because they are usually covered with a bed of sand, improving the habitat for the mollusks exploration. Mollusk farming is one of the most important economic activities in Ria Formosa. There are over 1,000 registered shellfish farm nurseries for the production of bivalves, especially oysters, cockle, and razor clam.
I think these are the oyster traps. It's an oyster farm.
Natural shellfish picking is also important, as well as picking of several species of marine worms used as bait. The birds were a little shy and tricky to catch on camera without a good zoom lens, but we did see quite a few different kinds. Supposedly there are some chameleons out here too, but they were so good at their job, the only one we managed to see was this cute recycled guy. We made our way back to the town and marina and walked along the water, enjoying the views and the sunshine. This is a Portuguese military boat. Then we made it to the huge famous market in Olhao, housed in these two red-roofed buildings right on the water. The first had some meats, cheeses, all kinds of fruits and vegetables, as well as some locally made jams, honeys, and candies. The second had every kind of seafood you could imagine. Apparently, they also eat stingray.
Stingray. Oh, look, there's squid.
The Garden of the Fisherman, a statue of the big-eyed boy from a legend about a mysterious crying child with large black eyes who appeared to fishermen in this neighborhood on dark nights. Olhao is famous for its distinct cubist architecture with whitewashed houses and narrow cobbled streets.
Grilled ham and cheese and french fries and a goat cheese grilled ham and cheese.
Sitting by the water in Olhao. It's a nice way to spend a morning off. We even went back another day when we had the morning off to enjoy the views. Lay down chairs here right on the water.